So let's just the obvious, that earthquakes have been intensifying since 2009. They've been intensifying, and their magnitude has been intensifying. Next one. And then all of a sudden last year, they started to just rapidify. So we already had 173 last year, and they're increasing already in number this year. Next one. And then these are the volcanic activity around the world as well. So this intensification of natural disasters. What will happen to South Africa? What do you think? So, I've heard, oh, South Africa's immune from this, we're too far away. So we have to think that also that these things can happen in South Africa as well, too. Right along the waterfronts, water can come in. So these things can happen. A Joburg can suffer from, a little earthquake can shake the mines, and you fall into, the clean water falls into the dirty water, and there's no clean water. So these kind of actual things, actual from the universe, practical considerations, are we have to start to think about. We'll talk about it a little bit later, but these things are said to come to South Africa as well. So why is this happening? The very first thing is we can talk about is a self-purification process of the Earth. The Earth is a living organism. The Earth is a living being just like us. It breathes like we do. It feels like we do. It thinks like we do. It nurtures like we do. It loves like we do. So, and when we are sick, then we have to go through a flu or a fever, and these things have to come out of the body. The Earth is in the exact same situation. In fact, it has cancer. It has stomach cancer, it has liver cancer, it has lung cancer. So there's enough trash in the Pacific Ocean the size of Australia. We have to acknowledge that we came to the Earth with the responsibility of doing our own study, our evolutionary study it is, and to take care of the Earth as well. We came down here with that responsibility. So we are actually the hosts, we are actually the owners of this planet, so we must take care of the plants and the animals and the Earth itself. But we didn't. We're actually largely responsible for the state of the Earth, and it cannot breathe right now. So it has to go through these natural disasters in order to purify itself. Just like we go through the same process when we have the flu. Does that make sense? So if that kind of acknowledgement went around the world, that would be a huge shift in the world. Instead of starting the rugby match with these warrior cheers I see on television, if they actually sat down and sort of gave a prayer for the grass, for the weeds that allows them to participate in this match, that kind of consciousness for the Earth would change a lot. So acknowledging that we are responsible for this, for the state of the Earth, because it's a living organism, and we made it sick. The second thing is that we need to actually apologize to it as well. Because it's our entire materialistic culture that created this environment. So we have to help it heal by apologizing to it. And the third thing is we actually should communicate with it. Actually have a conversation with the Earth. Are you feeling okay today? Do you have enough nutrients in you? Is there any way I can help you? Because it's a highly evolved being, the Earth. So by actually talking to the Earth, when your mother is sick, you nurture your mother, right? Our great mother is sick, the Earth. So we need to nurture our great mother. And when you talk to your mom or your relative and you say, oh, I hope you feel better, and you give words of encouragement, then your family member feels better. But the Earth is a living being as well, so its emotional level will also increase and feel better. And be healed, and we heal in the process as well. So that's why the self-purification process is happening. Next one. This is a picture of the Earth, and this is the magnetic field of the Earth. And so the line in the center here indicates when it breathes in universe energy into the central mantle of the Earth. And when it breathes out its magnetic field. We'll talk later about what a photon belt is, but that's what it is. Actually, when you breathe in and you breathe out an aura. Or you breathe out a magnetic field. Those are all the photon belts. What you exhale is a photon belt. So, but actually this magnetic field is responsible for the compass of the animals on the planet. So the whales need that magnetic field to know which direction to go. And the bees need that to know which direction to go. But as the magnetic field is weakened by our electronics, as you saw in the video, actually it's our electronics and our telephones and all that are actually weakening this magnetic field so they can't find which way to go. And the whales as well. So we have this catch-22. It seems like we're creating technology but we're ruining the planet on the same point. But that's not the only factor. Also, as we enter closer to the sun, the solar flares of the sun and the photon belts are also weakening gravitational field as well. But that's the state of the animals because of this as well. This is just the example of that trash I said. All this trash out in the Pacific Ocean, mounds the size of Australia. So when we realize that we didn't do anything, we're not the best, owners of this planet. But that's the reality as it is out there. There's another thing is that these are the trees in Canada. And Canada was responsible for protecting us from the cold of the Arctic poles. Because these trees protect us, the entire planet, from the cold wave. But they've been cutting down these trees massively so that almost all of our wood is made of these trees here. So because we've been cutting them down, then they say that for a period of time between 1 to 3 years, the Earth will have to go through an extreme cold spell. So that's another consequence of our not thinking about and not protecting the environment. So these are things that are coming right at us. They're all parts of the 22 process. 2012 process, and a part of the natural disasters that are set to happen. And all this we know. Also the Amazon too. Why it's so hot here in the southern hemisphere, and why there's such a drought and such a lack of water is because of the Amazon. The Amazon was protecting us from the heat of the equator. But by cutting that down, then the heat of the equator is just falling on us, and we're having a lack of precipitation. So again, all these are man-made things that we've done. So then let's go back and look exactly where are we going into then. What is this? What is a greater meaning, a broader meaning of 2012? So 2012 is the Earth's schedule for ascension, but first we have to look at why we are here and what is the Earth. So who we truly are is the first thing. I said you guys are the 10%, so you have a feeling of this, and we need to hear this very clear. We need to remember this, that we chose to come here. So we need to now step back and look at a broader picture. This is not exactly who we are, and this country is not who we are, and this race is not who we actually are. We actually are a seed somewhere from the universe. And we are part of the universe structure, the universe mechanism, the universe system. And so we said, wow, actually almost all of you are you're the representatives from a special planet. Because this is the grand universe project about to happen. And for this project, they needed incredible souls with incredible passion to evolve. So they went out throughout the whole universe looking for the representatives from each planet. They're sitting right here. So all of you said, I'll do it. I want this evolutionary course. I've got the passion to evolve. There's a long waiting list to even come to the Earth. So you have to be even up to a certain level even to get on this planet. So all of you chose to come here. You all had an incredible passion to be here. And we have to remember, what was that mission that I came here to accomplish? That's the time to think about that. But as you come to the Earth has that process. When you come here, you have to forget where you came from. So even if you were in evolved planets high in heaven, or you're even from the universe doing a great task, you have to forget all of that. So the Earth is a great gamble. You can come here and evolve quickly in a short period of time and go up to a higher level in the universe, the next dimension, or you can get stuck in this reincarnation. It's an incredible gamble. Also, when you're in the universe, evolution happens very slowly. So it's a very peaceful state, but it's a very slow evolution. Why? Because everything's so peaceful. I'll explain in a moment. Here you come to the Earth within a short period of time. The emotional tool of the Earth is our great tool that helps us study. I hate this person. I love this person. If you can handle all the craziness that's happening on Earth and keep your mind upright, then that's how you incredibly evolve. Because of the difficult environment of the Earth, we forget who we are, and then we get into the process of reincarnation. And now at this time, that is the mission of the Earth.